Hello and welcome to another video in the Student Suggestion series. Today I want to talk about tweaking your Canvas course navigation. So hold on tight. Winnie Milner here. We're going to just head on in. So here I am in my dashboard. I'm going to head on into this course. And the way you find your navigation is here's this course navigation toolbar, and I'm going to head all the way down here to settings. I'm going to click on settings. Freeze! I didn't catch this the first time I made this video, so I'm actually stopping the video middle of the way. I wanted to point out that down here I clicked on settings and it went directly to the navigation tab. Chances are that if you have not played around with your navigation, that will not be the case for you. It'll be wherever you were last. So this is probably where you're going to see course details. So please, if your video doesn't take you to the area you want to, what you're going to have to do is, instead of going from settings to course details, you're going to have to click on that navigation toolbar. Okay. Here we go. Now I've already done a little bit of tweaking because I just didn't want this video to be too long. Anything up here is showing and apparent to students, provided I have something to show in that area. Everything down here is not. And so basically what I can do is I can drag and drop, and everything that is here will disappear for students. Now you're saying, why on earth is this important? And what I'm trying to explain is that, you know, especially when students are beginning, we want to be clear and have a clear course of where students go for content. So if you have assignments showing, let's go over here and just take a look at student view. So if you have assignments right here, students can click on them and they don't actually have to follow along in the modules. I guess that's depending on how you have it set up. But regardless, I think a lot of times kids get confused and they just click on assignments because they want to go there and finish things as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and leave student view. And if I go back into settings, what I usually recommend, at least early on with a Canvas course, is I recommend hiding most of these things. Because when I set up my modules, I try to do it as thoughtfully as possible. So in other words, I try to think, what do I want my students to go to and in what order? And when you have certain things in your modules, let's see here, come on people. When you have certain things in your modules, you can just click next and keep going to the next item in the module until it stops you. Okay, so let's go ahead, scroll down, make sure you save that, because if you don't save it, it's just going to look exactly the way it did. Okay, let's go back to home and do that student view one more time. So now students will have the opportunity to follow along in the module the way you actually had it set up. You know, that's one of the reasons why I hide discussions, because if I want them to have a discussion, it's typically a scaffolded discussion or something in an order that I want students to follow. So I wouldn't want them to go to discussions. I would want them to follow along in the module as I had constructed the course. So hope that helps. It's something that students have told me is super helpful, and take care.